Hello, beautiful souls. I am so happy to have you here. Today we are going to do a twin flame collective reading. Let's start off with the divine truth. Spirit, let's just get the overall energy of the connection here. We have priority. You are no longer an option. I am making you a priority. Actions match their words. So for those of you that have been very much feeling energetically that something is coming in here, that is confirmation here, okay? We also have dancing in love. I am surrendering to the cadence of your soul and allowing us to dance in love, okay? Red feels very significant here. There could be a tie to that somehow. It could have been in a conversation. Thoughts. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about you. You're the one for me. Daisies could also be very significant here. I am thankful to have you in my life for both the small and large things you do. Someone is really becoming, I'm sensing the masculine really coming into gratitude over this connection, where they probably felt kind of resentful for it for some time, really not understanding why they had these feelings they couldn't let go of here. Now grateful for it because they realize that it has been a catalyst to some profound change in their life that really needed to happen. And without this meeting, it wouldn't have happened. Love offer. I want to offer you the world and promise you will have the best version of me. Okay, so that's confirmation. That's what they've been doing. And I feel very strongly that for some time now, it's been kind of working in silence, right? So there would have been like probably not seeing them much on social media if they, and if not, like maybe completely have like disabled social media at this time. For some time, they've been really working with their head down, so to speak, which is something the feminine had been going through for quite some time, okay? Love offer and priority. So something is a brewing together. How we found each other, we are meant to be together forever and ever for eternity. Wow. So again, with the thankfulness and being grateful that this connection did come into place. Also, a recognition of the serendipitous, like just how crazy it was to even like bump into each other. We have black and white and career driven. Love is on the back burner until I'm financially stable, money motivated. So along with wanting to come forward with the best version for a while, I've been picking up on a masculine who chose the money path, or needing to feel completely financially stable. I'm just hearing like, ready or not, here I come, and I'm gonna take everything I deserve in life, okay? But there was this recognition that they needed to be a better version of themselves. They wanted to be a better version of themselves and to be the most stable version of themselves that they could be, because they recognize that is what this feminine deserves. Black and white. I've always tried to be realistic with life, but you opened me up to color, okay? So I'm just seeing like the King of Swords in my mind's eye, but in the reverse. So like, not in a bad way, because sometimes reversals can be negative, but what I'm getting here with this is that they are really letting go of their logical mind over this connection, okay? And they really are letting themselves feel the energy of this connection. We have comfort zone. I am realizing fears and stepping out of my comfort zone to come close to you. Cats could be significant here. You could have cats. They could have cats. Nourishment. You feed my mind and nourish my soul. Your energy helps me keep going. Beautiful. And butterflies. The butterfly knows the beauty of change, and it settles when you least expect it. And you just have two people together here with a heart, okay? So it really feels like, I just keep getting something is brewing, okay? I just heard that. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling like this. So it's like they're really understanding that this is love. And I just heard, this is love, this is love, this is love that I'm feeling. I think that's, is that Bob Marley? I think those were both Bob Marley and Rihanna. If I'm not mistaken, those songs could be significant. Let's go a little deeper here. Spirit, give us the current energy here, or just a little more insight into this connection with the heart's hidden secrets. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this connection? Okay. Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. So definitely a rejection wound here, stemming from a past relationship for sure. It's made them choose with the comfort zone here. It's made them choose safe, what they feel is safe, okay? And that's not even in another relationship. I'm getting really strongly with the career, like they feel safe following like the path of their career. They could even have been told like during life, especially from like a parental figure, like don't chase love, you know, chase career, chase money instead. That stems from, you know, a deep generational wound of their parents probably having a deep fear of love as well, or, you know, it just not working out, something very bad happening, and, you know, learning really early on that love is not the way, or so they think. Okay, and then we have divine masculine, yang masculine energy. So confirmation here, this is the divine masculine. We have the Quran here, okay? So Buddhism could play a huge part, possibly, I'm getting, or they could just be really religious. They could read the Bible, pray, some strong ties to a religious practice, I'm getting very, very strongly here. Okay, that could have also been a bit of a blockage here, whereas the feminine is really in her spiritual era. But I'm also getting that could be like an initial tie. The feminine could have grown up very religious as well, okay, and come from a very religious background, maybe gone to church a lot of their life as well. Both parties did, but the feminine really moved into, you know, spirituality, unconditional love. We are all one mentalities here. Pain, apprehensive, afraid, cautious, okay, not wanting to feel any more pain or rejection in their life. And there's a sense of pain and rejection around something with the parents as well. This could have been like an abandonment wound by one of the parents. Okay, we have karma, consequences, cause and effect, okay, and debts, and then realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. So with the karma, I'm getting, especially this being like a 9-year, you know, cycles, karmic cycles really coming to an end. So it makes sense that the masculine's really waking up to the connection at this time. We have past life. Deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons, okay? So really clearing past life karma and the generational ties that, you know, the breaking generational curses, these two, okay? Very important. So that coming together doesn't involve hurting each other or pain or anything like that. Okay, and we have foundation, established family, security. Okay, I'm just seeing the Four of Pentacles in my mind's eye. So this person really wanting to be stable. This was really, really important for them. And I'm getting that it's taken a lot longer than they expected. But there's a lesson here. There's a karmic lesson here about perfectionism, okay? And they have to learn it. It's like it keeps repeating here, and they have to learn that, and this could be a lesson for you too, that you don't have to be perfect to go after your dreams or what you want, okay? Okay, memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Just seeing a masculine like go through pictures on their phone or even messages here, okay? Family, okay, there's a real want for a family here. I'm seeing the Empress as well. Fertility, parenthood, pregnancy, maybe they're really looking at the fact that they want a family, and maybe they don't have any family. They have very little family, and they're realizing pushing love away is pushing this idea of a family away, of a foundation, of having something beautiful. A real recognition for, you know, they can build their own family here. They don't have to be tied to this generational pain here. Perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. I just heard the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Okay, there was a real heartbreak, not just past relationship heartbreak, something to do within their immediate family too. There was not a clear foundation in their family, and they really don't want to repeat this, okay? And they're afraid. They're afraid if they lean into this, that exactly what happened in their immediate family will happen again, that this is going to repeat. And they're really looking at what they could do for that to not happen. But this is all about surrender and divine trust, right? They need to know that that's not going to happen. They set the intention of this beautiful family, and that's what's going to happen for them, okay? That's why all this healing has needed to go on here for these two, so that these past mistakes, these past you know, negative things. I just saw a dragonfly, a really pretty one. It was like black and white. Interesting. Dragonflies can symbolize spiritual awakening, and we are just talking about the divine masculine really waking up to this connection right now. So let's move to the Intuit Oracle, the Twin Flame deck, and let's just get messages from the masculine's higher self. Okay, what can you tell us right now? Okay, we have communication. Neither one of us is being honest right now. Why are we afraid to express ourselves? We have red here again, so very interesting. Okay, as twin flames, confirmation here, the person on your mind, okay? As twin flames, we are here to ascend and help others do the same. Look at these hot air balloons in the background, which is always a symbol to me of like a new adventure, okay? So I feel this real recognition that there's a mission, you know, that there's going to be a light bulb, especially with this Epiphany card, going off in this masculine's mind that some of the healing y'all are supposed to do is meant to be done together, okay? The last leg of healing, I'm just hearing, is meant to be done together, okay? You two have this ability to help heal the final, you know, strings within each other that need healing, okay? It's part of the mission, is for you to come together and complete your healing. Yes, you did like 75% of it on your own. I know the universe works in mysterious ways, but sometimes I judge this situation instead of surrendering to it. Okay, we're talking about, this is all about surrender and divine trust. Okay, the masculine is really figuring out how to do that right now. We have 2 6s here, which is the card of the Lovers, Gemini energy. Okay, we have being mirrors for each other makes self-love so important. I wish I was there to love you, but if I'm not, I want you to love and nurture yourself, okay? The two of you really needed to hone in on self-love, okay? And not reaching outside of the self to receive love, right? And by loving oneself, you are actually loving the other. But there was such deep love. I'm just seeing like a glowing heart. There was such deep love for one another here, like very, very deep, very unconditional too, you know, like I'm getting, especially on the side of the feminine, that this masculine, just their lifestyle in general was probably someone you would never ever go for in the past. But it's like you could see past all of that, all of the facade, all of the mask, and straight into their heart. I just see like a beaming light straight into their heart, like you could see it. You could see it, and it's like you broke their heart wide open, and that was very uncomfortable for them. I'm not happy. Karma, behaviors, people, or situations is playing a role in what's happening with me, and it's hard for me to see a way out. There may be, the masculine may have dropped back down into some negative behaviors for a bit. They might be in like another cycle of, could be partying, something along those lines. They are gambling here. They could have been developed a really strong self-discipline for a while, and they've been pulled back into the other side of the karmic wheel, and they're going through, it's like maybe this is like the last lesson, this last thing. They really need to solidify that this is not who they want to be anymore, you know, really solidifying that and telling the universe, you know, yep, this is not me anymore. This is not what I want for my life. My heart is opening. See, I told you, you broke the heart wide open to love and guiding me back to you. That is beautiful. The beach could be significant here. Maybe when y'all see each other again, it's going to be on a beach. We have, sometimes I feel like you're speaking to me in my head. And if you feel that, you are, okay? It's called telepathy. At times it triggers me because I wonder how much you can see into me. Like I said, that scared the masculine, okay? It very much scared them because you could completely see them. Eventually, they're going to know just how beautiful that is, right? Because this relationship will be one of like mind reading in a sense, or just feeling the energy. Like neither one of you will need to tell the other that something is wrong. They'll be able to feel it, even from a distance, you know? My inner child was wounded when my parents, see, I told you, you guys, couldn't respond to me in the way I needed them to. I am reacting from that wound, okay? There is a deep pain and rejection wound here stemming from the parents. It was repeated in a relationship in their life too, okay? And this caused a lot of pain. This made them very fearful of giving to this. This journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons. Patience, okay? Temperance energy, okay? Sagittarius energy. So I felt Sagittarius and Gemini energy really strong in this. And then bottom of the deck, we incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodlines. Thank you, Spirit. We also have 111 here, okay? You could be seeing that now. That could be confirmation this reading is for you, okay? You are clearing some ancestral karma right now. Okay, let's do some roses and love. Let's get some direct messages from the masculine to you. Spirit, what would the masculine say if they came forward in this moment? What would the masculine say if they came forward in this moment? I'm afraid you will forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. Okay. They fear that they won't be ready in time, I just heard. They fear they won't feel ready in time. Thank you, Spirit. They feel they won't feel ready in time. They're really waiting for this like perfect moment where they're going to feel perfectly ready. Okay. And I'm feeling that you may not even feel that way. Like I always say, like, ask yourself, if they were to come forward today, would you be ready to see them in person? Do you feel like you would be ready to see them in person? And if not, then they're probably not ready either. Okay. What else? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Oop. You're all I ever hope for. You're my dream person. I want to make you mine. Even though you are not with me, my love for you grows every day. And I'm getting, you know, where they thought that this was going to dissipate. This has just gotten stronger and stronger, okay? And they know it's not going to go away. They are at the part of the awakening where they know it's not going to go away. No one understands me like you do, exactly, but that scares them. You could just like know what was going on with them, or you would know something was wrong with them, and that scares them. It's because you guys like share an energetic field, but they didn't understand that at the time. I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. That also scared them. And then don't wait around for me. There, I just got like really sad energy from a masculine, like they're not sure that they're ever gonna feel ready, and it's causing a lot of depression right now. But this is kind of like a energetic tower, internal tower that they need to go through right now. It's almost like they're kind of mourning the connection. You don't realize how perfect you are to me. Let's get one more, Spirit. Okay. I can't keep going on without you. So, like I said, with the King of Swords in reverse, this is like very new, okay? Them kind of stepping out of their head. It's very fresh. So they're still gonna be pulled back a little bit into their old ways, and that teetering could go for a little bit. Okay, let's get some further clarification. Ooh, we just had the skull pop out, so death, Scorpio energy. Let's get some further clarification with the dice. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have Taurus energy, so that could be confirmation that can speak to stubbornness and hurt feelings, emotional responses, and holding grudges. So again, with the ancestral patterns here and those few deep wounds that the masculine's dealing with at the moment. Okay, it's fitting because we are in Taurus energy, so in Taurus season as well. So what that's telling me is that this masculine is going through this healing with this in this moment, okay? And possibly a rebirth, as I just saw a butterfly pass my window, okay? we have Saturn, okay? So discipline. They're really reflecting on their discipline at this moment. They may have given themselves a minute after some big achievement to just kind of live freely for a minute, and whatever that meant. It could, like I said, of being pulled back into some of the darker karmic cycles, but they just needed to they needed a break, maybe needed to have what they used to think was fun, okay? But this is going to be a lesson in, that's not fun for me anymore. That's not the life I want anymore here, okay? That's coming through really, really strongly. And then we have the first house here, which represents personal life, beauty, and beginnings. So really focusing, I'm getting the feminine here, really focusing on like a beauty routine right now. I've been getting strongly for a bit a feminine here who was probably working on everything else but their like outwardly glow up, okay? And beauty routine, you know, really doing like the inner work and focusing on accolades and stuff like that. And now shifting to, okay, now that I've had some big achievements in my life, I'm ready to really focus on like a workout regimen. I'm ready to like really get healthy. I'm ready to try to lower my cortisol, I'm hearing. Okay, so that could be really going on with you at the moment. Let's just get a few charms here. We already had death with Scorpio. Ooh. We have the dragonfly. So again, with that spiritual awakening, we have the wheel of change here, okay? The wheel of change. So change is coming. We have the leaf here. So this could all really come together or come full circle. I just heard around the fall time this year. We have the dinosaur, okay? I'm getting with the dinosaur here, as well as the turtle, that this has felt like it's taken forever, okay? It feels like the Stone Ages. I just heard the last time you guys saw each other. And so there has been this real worry around the masculine that it's going to be too late. And then we have the baby deer here, and that's just telling me that the masculine here is really newly awakened, okay? Maybe fully awakened at this time. And now there's like kind of a sense of panic surrounding, oh my God, what did I do? Okay, oh my God, what haven't I done that I needed to do? There's like a real sense of figuring that out right now. You know how baby deers, when they're born and they stand up and try to walk, they're kind of like wobbly. That is what's going on in the moment. That is the current energy of the masculine. That will make sense to you. All right, my loves, I hope this helped. I hope it gave you a little bit of guidance. I hope it helps strengthen your intuition on what you're already knowing and feeling. I love you very much, and until next time, love and light.